Welcome back to the Ultra Prime Selections Inc. channel. Today we're talking about one of our absolute favorite ingredients in the kitchen, Fleischmann's yeast. Whether it's for baking bread, pizzas, or even cinnamon rolls, Fleischmann's is the yeast we reach for every time. Join us as we share why we love this incredible product, a bit of its fascinating history, and how it's become a staple in our baking adventures. Baking isn't just a hobby for us here at Ultra Prime Selections Inc. It's a passion. There's something magical about mixing simple ingredients and turning them into something as comforting as a loaf of bread or as satisfying as a homemade pizza. And at the heart of these creations, yeast. Not just any yeast though, Fleischmann's active dry and instant yeast are our go-to choices. Why Fleischmann's? It's reliable, versatile, and frankly, a part of baking history. Let's start by talking about where it all began. Fleischmann's yeast has been around since 1868, founded by brothers Charles and Maximilian Fleischmann, alongside James Gaff in Cincinnati, Ohio. At the time, home bakers relied on inconsistent and often unpleasant alternatives for leavening their bread. The Fleischmann brothers revolutionized baking by introducing a reliable, cake-form compressed yeast to the American market, the first of its kind in the United States. By 1876, Fleischmann's was a household name, thanks to its introduction at the Centennial Exposition in Philadelphia. It wasn't just a product, it was a baking revolution. Fleischmann's yeast became synonymous with quality and consistency, and that legacy continues today with their active dry and instant yeast products. Now that you know a bit of its history, let's dive into why we love baking with Fleischmann's active dry 2 pounds and instant 1 pound yeast. Fleischmann's yeast rises perfectly every single time. Whether you're baking fluffy bread or crispy pizza crust, you can trust it to deliver consistent results. Fleischmann's active dry yeast is perfect for traditional recipes like sandwich bread or rolls, while the instant yeast works wonders for quick-rise doughs like pizzas and flatbreads. No matter the recipe, Fleischmann's has you covered. Both the 2 pound and 1 pound packages are ideal for home bakers or anyone baking in larger quantities. They're easy to store in airtight containers, and with proper care, they remain active for months. Fleischmann's yeast doesn't just make your dough rise, it enhances the flavor of your baked goods. The fermentation process creates depth, especially in artisan bread and pizza dough, giving that authentic taste we all crave. With Fleischmann's yeast, there's no guesswork. The instructions are straightforward, and it's forgiving for beginners and reliable for experienced bakers. At Ultra Prime Selections Inc., baking is a family affair. One of our all-time favorite things to bake is homemade pizza. The Fleischmann's instant yeast helps us whip up a perfect crust in no time. It's crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. We also love using Fleischmann's active dry yeast for artisan bread. The slow rise brings out a rich, tangy flavor that makes every slice irresistible. And let's not forget those cinnamon rolls. Soft, gooey, and oh so perfect thanks to Fleischmann's. Now before we wrap up, we want to make it clear, this video is not sponsored by Fleischmann's yeast or any of its affiliates. We're just huge fans of their products and we love sharing what works for us with you. So, whether you're a seasoned baker or just starting out, we can't recommend Fleischmann's yeast enough. Its history, quality, and reliability make it a must-have in our kitchen, and we're sure it'll become a favorite in yours too. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. What's your favorite thing to bake with Fleischmann's yeast? And don't forget to check out our other videos for more baking tips and inspiration. Thanks for watching, and happy baking!